Good evening everyone, welcome back to my channel and to episode 8 of Rising with Rice, this college football universe with promotions and relegations. I thought we'd just start with showing the offensive coordinators, as I realise I've actually spelt my surname wrong in this. So that's fun. I am missing a letter and I've only just noticed. Well, that's fun. Anyway, so this is our offensive coordinator, Thomas DeCatro. So he has some stuff in Motivator, which is good. Some of the best ones for our offensive players, especially getting an off-season training boost for our tight end receivers, running back, fullback, and our QBs. He also has quite a few in talent developer, which is very good, especially the freshman and sophomore quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers and tight ends progress faster. I imagine he's going to keep going into them. Nothing for offensive line though. And he has a bit unlocked in recruiter again for quarterback, running backs, wide receivers and tight ends. Obviously he's an offensive guy, so he's going to be focusing more on them. And our defensive coordinator again has the same 3 unlocked, a little bit less in recruiter. But if we look into the talent developer, again, he's focused more heavily on the defensive side, as you'd expect. So linebackers, freshmen and sophomore linebackers progress faster, as well as defensive backs. And then kickers, he's put a lot of work into kickers as well. And like our offensive coordinator, he has put some hours into Motivator and put all the defensive side and special teams all the way up, which is awesome. We have 2 good coordinators, as neither of them have put much into recruiter. I mean, I've got a bit into Motivator, I've not done much. Mostly where I've put my hours is into tactician. But because those 2 haven't focused too much on recruiting, I also might go into recruiting as well. The purchase price is 30, so I have to save up a little bit, but as them 2 aren't really put many hours in, I might have to put hours into recruiter myself. But that's not why we're here. We are here because of this. There's a reason I've not shown the rest of this season, because I knew we'd walk this league, this conference, and we have. We are in the conference championship game yet again for the CUSA. And if we just look at the conference standings, it was a cakewalk, undefeated in the conference, finished with 11-1. We scored the most points in the conference. We had the there we go, by just over 60. Allowed the least by 70, and our points difference was the best by 130. We dominated this conference as to be expected. That's why I've not shown anything, because this was going to be an easy time for us, and with how much better we were than the rest of the teams, I just thought, let's just get to the end, let's get to the championship game, and we will get through it. We're also expected to be playing in the college playoff because we are the 10th best team in the country via rankings wise, not overall, because we are suffering against a lot of other teams rankings wise. But with an 11-1 record, we are number 10. We're projected to play Miami University. The main thing is, other than this conference championship game, we'll go through the stats, and there's one particular stat I wish to show you shortly. So, Owusu finished 34 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 3,783 yards. In real life, a senior quarterback, this would be enough to get drafted. But because his overall is a bit low, well, not low, but in his 90s, I mean, he might get drafted in round 6 or 7, but then don't forget he was playing against some weak teams, so the 34-2 is inflated a little bit. Rushing wise, leading the way is Jeff Chancey, because Ivy got injured pretty early on in the season with a broken tibia. So that means our backup running back, Jeff Chancey, led the way. 913 touchdowns with 913 yards, 10 touchdowns. Owusu with his best rushing season so far, 605 yards with 7 touchdowns. His longest was a 50-yard run. Shame we didn't see that in any of the game, well, the only game we watched. But yes, fantastic buy in Wusu there. Should have done enough to maybe get drafted late on. Receiving wise, leading the way was Brutus with just under 1,012. Freshman Nadi tight end 607. But overall, we had a very good receiving year. Well, the offense was bloody good all year, to be honest. Most tackles was Greg Mooney. Leading the way in TFLs was Bradley with Dog 11, Jewel 10, and Bradley with 12. And Bradley also led with sacks. 10 sacks, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 2, 2, 1.5, 1, and a few 0.5s. What's good is he is a star, so he's going to earn a load of points from that and hopefully come back for his senior year. Interceptions wise, not too great. Only 7 on the year, which sucks a bit. However, we had the best defence in the country. The least amount of offensive yards put against us and the least points. So our defence, I can happily say, is elite. That is brilliant. And just a couple more things before going into the championship game. Emeka Nwusu finishes with the most passing yards for a QB and most passing touchdowns for a QB in their career at Rice, which is awesome. Hopefully in a few years we will have all of these are guys that we brought in and are our recruits. But that is enough of that. We have got a game to win and a conference to get promoted from. So last year, I think the overall point difference between us and Old Dominion was 7, I want to say, 6, 7, around that. It is 17 point difference between us and Georgia Southern in this conference championships. And the thing is, I can't remember if we have already played them this year. Let's go have a look. We did, and we won 30-20 at their stadium. And just to go for a look, there were no forced wins. We won this naturally because we're just so much better than all the others. I mean, look at 66-10 against South Alabama, 56-0 at Missouri, no, at home to Missouri State, 52-10 Kennesaw State. We need to get out of this conference. These teams are not offering us any type of challenge. So let's go play Georgia Southern and get promotion. We are back in Atlanta in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons. Hopefully this can be a successful hunting ground for us. It wasn't last year. We are going to prove why we are so much better than Georgia Southern and hopefully put a big beating on them. We have our star QB this time. So let's get into it. We are starting with the ball in this final. Can we make it count? Can we get some points on this opening drive? But we start with a TFL, losing 1 yard. That better not be a sign of how this game is going to go. As Chauncey gets to the outside and delivers with a solid 17-yard rush there. We desperately missed Nwusu in last year's championship game, so to have him here, he is going to show why he deserves to go to the NFL. After a 34-2 touchdown interception season, over 4,000 total yards rushing and passing, can he show why he deserves to go? I mean, I think we've definitely got a playoff place, I think, even if we lose this, which hopefully we won't. So there he can show off more why he deserves to get drafted. But as of right now, his main focus is getting us a conference win and promotion out of this terrible conference. We deserve to be playing good teams regularly. We want to play these better teams, earn more XP and do well. As we are finding some traction here. We've moved the ball into their half. Another run by Chauncey. Unable to really do anything though, just a gain of 2. I believe it's his junior year, or I think he might be a senior actually. This might be one of Chance's last times, as Owusu nearly gets picked, throws it over the line, over the head of a defensive lineman. Luckily, he doesn't get it. We are 3rd and 8 with a chance to keep this drive alive. Yes, we do, as Oliver Van Horn gets the pass, gives us a fresh set of downs from their 26. I want a statement victory here. Just absolutely destroy Georgia Southern. Although, if you offered me a boring game but we get promoted, I'd probably take that. That's all I care about at the end of the day. We are so much better than every team in this conference, as that's a fantastic pass and grab. We don't want to be in this conference anymore. We've outgrown this conference massively. As Chancey gets the ball, I thought he was going to get stopped, and he gets injured. He got more than I thought he was going to get, to be honest. As we are now down to our 3rd string running back. 2nd and goal at the 1 yard line. And that was horrendous. We lose 3 yards on that toss play. Our 3rd string is a rookie called Ryan Nix, I think, and his speed's only 81. It's not great. So we might have to focus more on passing. And that is a beautiful diving catch there by Van Horn. We score a touchdown. Georgia Southern with a pass play first. A nice little juke by their wide receiver. And they gain a big chunk on 1st down. Go straight into a hurry up offense. QB right behind the centre. Going to take a direct snap. What play are they going to pull off here? Is he going to do anything? I think we might be glitched. That's a shame. It's the first time I've seen a glitch like that in this edition. Last year's game there was a few situations like that. Obviously still not fully worked out. Let's give him a fresh, we'll give him a 15-yard pass play. We'll give him a new set of downs. We'll be nice like that. But they gain 4 on 1st down. We should be beating. We're 17 points overall better than Georgia Southern. I'm surprised they're here in the conference championship game, but they deserve to be. They finished 9-3 on the season overall. But we are just so superior to them in every way. But they do get a 1st down with that pass play. Go on, let's get some pressure in this QB's face. Make him panic. Throw some errant balls. They convert there on 1st down. Well, they convert for 5 yards. 2nd and 5. They're approaching our half now on the 48-yard line. Here's a lefty QB. He's going to take a run, and he gets a nice chunk of yards. Operating from our 39-yard line now. Empty backfield. The offensive line's holding up well against our rushers. At the minute, our defensive line hasn't been able to penetrate this offensive line just yet. Would be nice to try and get some action going there. We are all over that run play though. They lose 2, leaving them with a 3rd and 6, maybe just outside field goal range. It would be a long one if they attempt it here. What can we do on 3rd and 6? Can we shut them down? It's going to be a pass right over the middle, easy for what I assume is their tight end, a big boy, and they get 1st and 10, starting at our 26-yard line for this fresh set of downs. Oh, we nearly got some pressure, and maybe that should have been picked, but pass is batted down. 2nd and 10. There is a lefty QB, you don't see too many of them. It's going to be a run though, and we are all over that. Our big boy in the middle stopped it for a loss of 1, 3rd and 11. Come on, let's contain them to just 3 here. Can we get to the QB? Nearly, but they only get a short little dump off for 5 yards. they're going to attempt a field goal here. We move the ball pretty quickly on our opening drive. Can we get the same here? Oh, that's some good blocks there, as we gain a nice bit of yardage on the first play of this new drive. If we can continue moving the ball easily like that, then I'm not going to be worried for this game, as Chauncey is back in, averaging 6 yards a carry. You're not really going to be too mad at that. That is a good average to have. And Wusu with a pass, and we get a first down easily. Nice quick pass there. Already operating in Georgia Southern's half at their 45-yard line. Are we going to get the playoff? No, we're not. We move to the second quarter. This should be a game that we're winning. We do get sacked though. I think there were 2 offensive linemen blocking Big Boy 98 there, but they're unable to stop him taking Nwusu down. As we now look at a 2nd and 17. Chauncey is back out of the game. Must be injured, but nothing too severe. He did get in. Nwusu with a nice little 10-yard scramble there, leaving us a 3rd and 7. It would suck to give the ball back as 98 causes trouble again, but luckily Nwusu does get the ball out in time for Oliver Van Horn. 60 yards on the day for wide receiver 4. That 98 is causing a bit of trouble there. He could have easily taken a big sack, but we avoid it. Hand off to our running back, and our true freshman David Ndadi does go off injured. Luckily our backup tight end Jacoby Chisholm isn't too shabby. He can definitely fill in for the freshman. Oof, nearly taken away there by the Georgia Southern defender, but we live to fight another day. 3rd and 3 from their 18-yard line, and we get the easy first down. That is Chisholm. I told you, he's an able deputy. He was a senior. He knows what he's doing. Moves us down to the 7-yard line now. We are pressing for a touchdown. And Wusu keeps hold of it. Goes to the running back who had open field in front of him. Yet he is unable to haul the grab in. He's a 2nd and goal. Still plenty of time. And Wusu keeps hold of it. Just runs into defender. Well, that's no good. Come on, Wusu. Your IQ is higher than that. 3rd and goal from the 8. We did lose a yard there. Wusu's got plenty of time. Went to scramble. Decides to throw it. And we missed. Taking a field goal right in the middle. Georgia Southern only on 3 points. They trail by 7. Can they spark anything on this offensive drive? I mean, I don't want them to, but I suppose we've maybe got to try and be a little bit less biased on commentary. Their lefty QB running around, scrambling, gets out of the pocket and gets a first down with ease and plenty more. Wow. 26 yards on that scramble. I thought maybe we were going to contain him in then and not allow anything, but he gets off a 26-yard run. We've got to be alert to him. He seems to be a dual threat. All over that run play though, out to the outside. They lose 2, giving them a 2nd and 12 to try and get something going. All over that passing play. They ever get a completion, but they gain 0 yards. 3rd and long for them now. Getting a stop here would be nice. They get... Well, the guy had a block in front of him, but he just went to the wrong direction. So we get the ball back. I am not complaining. Their punt rolls into our end zone, meaning we start on our 20. Going to be a pass play first for Nwusu. And we nearly get the first down off the first passing play. But leaves us with a 2nd and 1 now. Should be easy enough to get. We've still got our 3rd string running back in the game. And luckily that wasn't a run to him, because he would have been swallowed up behind the line with a loss. But it didn't go to him, so we go 1st and 10, 5.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter, as we also get a completion for no gain. Them plays aren't that good, but we are now looking at a 2nd and 10. It's going to be a pass play, and it's going to be over the open receiver. If that pass was on target, that was going to be a touchdown. Alas, it was not. We're looking at a 3rd and 10. And Wusu needs to do something. He gets taken down. We are punting the ball straight back to Georgia Southern. I was drinking, but we should have roughing the punter here. So give us the ball back. Thank you very much. Now with 4:11 on the clock, we have another chance to drive the ball down the field and score some points. Only a 7-point lead. I would like that to be double digits. So if we can grab some points on this drive, that would be most beneficial for us. A team we're so far ahead of, only being 7 points in front. We need to be more. We need to dominate this team. We need to be winning by at least 14, 17 points to show how much better we are. As our 3rd string running back with his 81 speed loses a yard there. And Wusu throws to the running back, unable to do anything, loses 4 yards. This Ryan Nix is not that good. 2 plays with him, both of them lose yards, and now we're at a 3rd and 15. Maybe time to go somewhere else. And Wusu with all the time in the world and doesn't do anything with it. The pass is incomplete. We had a chance to do something to score some more points, but we squander it. Now it's up to our elite defence, the best defence in the nation, to make sure that Southern do not do anything on this drive and hold them to 3 points. Whilst they are an elite defence, we do have to remember the quality and standard of teams we're playing up against. It wouldn't take much to be elite against them. So I'm kind of getting ahead of myself a little bit. This isn't an elite defence as much as I would like it to be. But it's 3rd and 12. I thought we were going to get a sack there. They get it out in time, but not enough. We get the ball back. 1 minute 23 remaining. 1 time out. 3 points here is the minimum that we want. So can we get a move on and score some points here? Oof. I mean, that could have been picked there by 2 people. So I'm glad it isn't. But 3rd and 2 now. This isn't what we need, boys. Come on, we are better than this. And we are so much better than them. To potentially only go into the half, only 2 points, 7 points clear, isn't really good enough. And we need to stop giving the ball to Nix. He is a negative play machine. And that was one of the worst fucking punts I've seen in my life. How did he only get it to the 35 before it crossed over? That is ridiculous. It does give Georgia Southern a chance here. A slim chance, but a chance nonetheless. So they get 3 yards on the first play of the drive. And there we go. They are now just outside field goal range. Maybe inside field goal range, because we are playing inside a domed arena. So weather effect isn't going to affect the kicker too much. But now they are definitely in field goal range. Someone bring him down. If we go in tied, I'm going to not be too happy with this team. Tackle him in bounds. That'll do. And they don't get time to kick the field goal. This hasn't been an amazing display by us, despite what I was expecting. We need to step it up a little bit. Both sides. I mean, the defence has been alright, I guess. But whenever we get the ball on the offence, we've not been too great. As long as our defence can keep it up, we'll be happy. If we can only let them score another 3 points for the entire game, that will be a success, and we have won. But a lot can happen and a lot can change. 2nd and 7 for Georgia now. From their 41-yard line. It's going to be a run. Can we get to him? We do bring him down for a gain of 1. That is good for us. I say blitz the QB now. Get pressure on him. Quick, easy lob over the middle. Only for a few yards, but that was enough to give them a new set of downs. They start on our 49-yard line. Lefty QB straight over the middle. Number 13 there was completely open. However, our defender swarmed to him pretty quickly and stopped him for only 5 yards. They do love a lot of pre-snap movement here as the QB goes for a run, and we are able to stop him for no gain. 3rd and 5, let's get off the field now, boys. Come on. Quick pass, oh my god, and he's completely open, and that's going to be a touchdown. I don't understand how in the 3rd quarter we are tying with this team. I mean, that sums it up a little bit. We can't get anything going when we're on the attack. Despite the plethora of good players we have on this side of the ball, we are not doing anything with it. Our QB, what is like 90? Why is he not playing so good? We need to be better. We've got to start playing some football here. As I'm very surprised that wasn't picked off. I fought for everything that was an interception then. Not complaining, just saying that's exactly what it looks like in real time. It's going straight to the defender. Somehow our guy comes down with it and we continue the drive. As Nix gets a positive play for the first time in about 6 attempts that he's handled the ball. Gets 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for us. Come on, Wusu. You got to start impressing for the scouts as Nix goes and loses 2 yards. Bring up his stats. I want to see how badly he's doing because he must be in the minus for the rushing. Just keeps losing yards. 3rd and 7. Going to be a pass by Wusu, and I thought that was going to be a good grab. But it isn't. We kick the ball away and Georgia Southern have the chance to get in front here. I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do if we lose this game. I might have to stop this series for about a month and so I start crying about it. Because there's no way we should be tying at this point in the game. But they are playing well on offense-ish. More about probably us playing badly on defense. As we do stop the run there for no gain. He tried a little couple of juke moves. Didn't really work on us. 3rd and 4. Can we get a 3 and out for this Georgia Southern team? No, we cannot. And number 13 over the middle yet again. Able to make the grab as their drive continues. On their own 39-yard line. What are they looking to cook up? It's going to be it's going to be a pass. QB runs a little bit, throws on the run. 7 yards on that 1st down throw and catch. This Georgia Southern team is beginning to move. Spin move there by their running back as they move into our half with a new set of downs. Plenty of movement pre-snap for this team. They go for the run and they get a solid 10 yards there. Oh, is it time to start to panic? As Georgia at Southern move on to our 38-yard line. We are struggling to stop this drive. And that looks beyond the receiver there. I'm very surprised that he caught that. But they do get another 1st down from that 1st down play. We are struggling to stop passes. We are struggling to stop the run. It's not a good look for us considering how much better overall wise we are to this team. We have a lot of good players, but we're not performing to that level right now. As they are now a 3rd and 1. If they don't convert here, they are more than likely taking the lead against us. It's going to be a run. Can anyone get to him? No, they cannot. Come on, boys, what is going on? We are playing some bad football, especially on the offence. I don't know what is going on there, but we cannot convert anything. The defence, you can't blame them. They're on the field quite a bit. They must be tired. Can we get to the boy here? No, we can't. He gains 7. They are at R11 now. 3rd and 4. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a big play? Who's going to grab an interception? Who's going to make a sack here? No one, because they convert 1st and goal from our 3-yard line. Well, this is just wonderful, isn't it? Maybe I should just stop watching games, because when I'm simming week by week, we're getting all these fantastical wins, and whenever I watch, it's a struggle. Especially when we're 17 points better off than the team that we're currently playing against. QB on the keep, and he dives in for a touchdown. What am I watching? We have been dreadful for the past few offensive drives. We need to get something going here, and we need to score points here. We cannot afford to go 2 scores down in this conference championship game against a team that is so much worse than us. 3rd and 1. Do not go 3 and out here. That will be an absolute disaster. Nix just about reaches for the 1st down. He's not too good. It's 81 speed at the running back position. You need a little bit more than that, as we get 4 yards on that passing play for 1st down. We're missing our number 1 running back and our number 2 running back. That's not helping us in this game. It'd be nice to come into a conference championship game, you know, with a full complement of people and not missing some absolute stars. But our offense seems to be doing something this drive, as we've had multiple 1st downs, and they are losing one of their players due to an injury, holding his wrist there. Hopefully he is out for the game. You know, that's the kind of mood I'm in now. Let's just hope all their top players get injured, as that was a drop on 3rd and 5. We are on their 44-yard line. It's going to be a pass. Going to be a bomb downfield for Nwusu, just not on target whatsoever. And we're taking a stupidly long field goal here. If we miss, Georgia Southern have fantastic starting field position, but we get it. That is a kicker that should be drafted into the NFL. He has made multiple long kicks like that. The gap is down to 4 now. We cannot allow them to get another touchdown. This has to be a quick 3 and out, hopefully. A good play for us there. They lose 1 yard on the 1st down. That is a flag. It's going to be holding on them, which is good news for us. 2nd and 18. No big plays. Okay, that will do. A gain of 5 on that passing play for them. They are now staring down the barrel of a 3rd and 13. Let's play some smart football. It's going to be a run, and we stop him pretty easily. Gain of 4. We're going to get the ball back. Come on, Nwusu. You need to prove yourself here. We need to score a touchdown. I mean, don't need to. Want to. We need to get back in front of Georgia Southern. A field goal is obviously not the end of the world, because only be behind by 1. But we don't want to rely on that. We need to get a touchdown. As Nix is... Do I go into depth chart and put like a wide receiver at running back? Someone who's actually got some speed, who can do stuff. As we are now going to be potentially going 3 and out, much like Georgia Southern were. A short little pass. We are able to get to the halfway line and move the chains. 1st and 10. And we also had plenty of time there, and luckily made the right decision. This is what we need, some free-flowing, fast-paced football. 2nd and 2. Hand off to Nix. Oh my god, he doesn't get tackled for loss. Isn't that bloody lovely? At Georgia Southern's 37-yard line now. 1st and 10, 8 minutes 20 to go. Hand off to Nix, who just about gets back to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise that was going to be a TFL there. I mean, let's try and avoid going to him. I might have to open up the passing game a little bit more, as that's a great jumping catch there. He had a couple of guys on him. He was to come back down with the ball in his hands on Georgia's 24-yard line. Hand off back to Nix. Oh, would you Adam Maneve it? Another TFL. He loses a yard on that. I'm so close to changing him on the depth chart. He can't bloody do this. And Wusu, with some time, gets a pass and gets us down to the 4-yard line. Larry Hussein, our wide receiver 3. We are down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. Just under 6 minutes to go. Right, I've seen enough. I have seen enough. But with Nix playing so poorly, we need to get him off the field. 5 minutes 40 to go. Can we get a touchdown here? Is that Chauncey? That's number 24. I know that number. He shouldn't have been taking that snap because I believe he's still quite injured. 3rd and goal on the 10-yard line. Owusu, is he going to run for it? He is going to run for it. That should be an open lane. He shows his dual threat ability as we are back in front. Now 4 minutes 56 to go. We need to stop Georgia Southern. We need to get them a 3 and out yet again. That's a solid run on 1st down for them, gaining 7. And we don't need to stop them with a 3 and out, but we just need to make sure they don't get any points. They are trailing by 3. It's going to be a screen pass. Can we get to the running back? We do, for a loss. 3rd and 5. It's not 4th down territory for them yet, especially where they are in the field. But a stop here would be monumental for us. It's going to be a pass. Can we get to the QB? We take in our fumble, grab the ball. That is what we need. It's not game over yet, but if we can get a touchdown here, it practically will be. If we can just drain lots of clock as well, I just want 3 run plays. That will do me. It's going to be a quick pass to the outside. Gain of nothing. Can't just burn clock now. A touchdown is what we need. 3 points wouldn't be horrendous, but it would still be good. Maybe try run play up toward the right hand side. Let's try centre the kicker a little bit. Owusu with the pass. It is grabbed. We are get a fresh set of downs. We are at the 5-yard line. That end zone is calling for us. The Owls hopefully will beat the Eagles here. A run there gets us free. The 2-yard line, we are ever so close now. Fullback is in front of the running back, Jeff Chauncey. Chauncey gets the ball, dives in for a touchdown. It's not game over yet, but it practically is. I will take another fumble and another sack. Also, a 2-yard loss on the 1st down is also not a bad option, as they're going to have to run the hurry up. QB is going to keep it on the run, does a spin move and avoids getting tackled, but gets tackled by the 2nd guy as we lose John Jaw, one of our best linebackers, to injury. Hopefully it's not too bad. Shame has to be a timeout as well, stopping the clock, which isn't what we're after. But 3rd and 2, now down to 4th and 1. Of course they've got to go for it, and this will be the game. If they can't get this, it will be over. Well, not fully over, but practically done. However, they do convert, and we lose yet another player. Oh, which stops the clock yet again for Georgia Southern. Isn't that nice? I shouldn't be too. I'm 10 points up. I don't know why I'm acting like that. QB runs the ball, throws on the run. We keep them in bounds though, which brings up the 2-minute warning. They're at just under, just over the halfway mark, 2nd and 2. All 3 timeouts remaining. It doesn't matter. That gets picked, and that should be a pick 6. No, their QB grabs Morton, stops him getting the pick 6. We control the ball now. 3 runs is what it should be. They'll use their timeouts as a nice solid 9 yards there on 1st down, meaning if we get 1 more 1st down, the game is over and we are champions and finally promoted out of this division. He breaks a tackle, gets to the outside, and that will be it. I guess we're not kneeling down because they still have a timeout to use. But again, it's just going to be a run. And Wusu keeps the ball, drives to the outside, and wants the touchdown. He doesn't get it, but we move down to the 4-yard line. And that is it. We are taking the win. We are kneeling down. Victory formation. Game over. We are CUSA champions. Finally, we get promoted. We should have been promoted last year, potentially. We were the far better team. Doesn't matter though, this year we have achieved it. Come on then, we've shook hands. Said well done to the other team, unlucky. Owusu, 257 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Nick's 12 attempts, 18 yards. That was horrific. Hopefully Chancey isn't too bad and will be starting next game. Receiving wise, 104 by Larry Hussein, the true freshman. 49 for a Natty. Oliver Horn, 60 yards and 1 touchdown. He's been good when we've watched him, but he's probably going to be leaving us due to wanting to be closer to home for his senior year. 5 TFLs, 1.5 sacks for David Ezigbo. Half a sack for John Jewell, who hopefully is not injured too much. And Manu Buck, I thought Morton was one who got the interception, but it was Manu Buck, as we are promoted. Amika Nwusu narrowly misses out on being Heisman as well. I mean, look at his season stats. He had a fantastic year. The winner was Stephen Cormier, the wide receiver from Ohio State. 655 receiving yards, 16 touchdowns. He had a very, very solid year. But Nwusu finishes 4th in the Heisman in his senior year. I fully believe he's going to get drafted. It is time to go through the other conference championship games and see who is going to be promoted. Ohio State win the SEC championship, so they are champions of all the divisions so far, the champions of college football, at least in our terms. Moving on to the Big 12 now, where Ole Miss beat Notre Dame 37-34 to go up to the SEC. Big 10 champions are USC beating Illinois by 1 point, and USC are actually the ranked number 1 team in the country. Moving down to the Pac-12, we have North Carolina, who beat TCU, and they are promoted from the Pac-12. In the ACC, champions are Southern Miss. They go back-to-back promotions. They move from the Mountain West Conference to the ACC, and now will be playing in the Pac-12 next year. Speaking of the MWC, we have BYU destroying Vanderbilt, so BYU get promoted from there. Moving on to the American, where we have USF beating Fresno State, so they get out of the American. Into the MAC, Central Michigan destroy Miami 35-17, so they get out of the MAC. Into the Sun Belt, Temple narrowly beat Florida Atlantic, so Temple gets out of the Sun Belt and move on to the MAC. And Central USA, oh, look at that. We get out of this division. Now, moving on to the conference standings, so we're going to see who gets relegated from every division. We start with the SEC, where Clemson go 1-7 with Michigan, but overall 3-9. So Clemson gets relegated. They're playing in the Big 12 next year. Losers in this year are Baylor, who go straight back down after being promoted last year. So Baylor are back in the Big 10. From the Big 10, we are losing Louisville, who go 2-6. In the Pac-12, it's going to be Boise State, who don't win a single conference game, going 0-8. In the ACC, we have UCF, who go straight back down as well. Promoted last year, relegated this year. Moving on to the MWC, the team getting relegated in this division is going to be Nevada with a 1-7 record. In the American, we have Navy going down. They didn't win a single game all year, only going 1-11, so they go from the American to the MAC. And in the MAC, going down are Middle Tennessee, who go straight back down. So that's 3 teams promoted last year, and all of them are getting relegated this year. In the Sun Belt, the worst team in the conference was UL Monroe. They didn't win a game in the conference, so they are coming down to Central USA. They go down, we go up. And the team going back down is New Mexico State Aggies. They seem to flip between this division and the Independents. Speaking of the Independents, the team coming up is Delaware. Louisiana Tech are in the mud as Delaware gets out of the Independents and move into Central USA. Well, that is the end of this episode. We get promoted. We are playing LSU in the college football playoff next week. Can we advance past the first round for the first time in this series? We'll have to wait until then. Goodbye.